Hello again, Lovelies, and welcome back to Mama G Gear. It's Mama G here, and let's dye more yarn. And we're going to dye it. I just finished, it's still early in the morning, I just finished the last batch of the radioactive and, what was the other color I used? Safety orange. Came out amazing, super happy with them. So, we're going to try this again with other colors. What I have here is a liter, around 4 cups of hot tap water and about 2.5 tablespoons of citric acid. I'm going to be adding definitely more water. The stove is not on, but we're going to submerge these hanks dry and in the citric acid pot in their hanks. And as you see, I could fit 6. I could fit 6 in here, and I'm going to add more water to this and untie 6 more because I don't know, I didn't do the math properly. I thought, never mind, it's still early. I haven't finished my coffee yet, but I'm going to add more water, untie, take the tags off, 6 more, put 6 more in here, and then we're going to try this with primary colors and see what happens. So hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm going to squish these in here. Get them all wet. Like I said, we're going to do the primary colors. So I'm going to add yellow to both of these batches. And then one batch I will add red, and the other batch I will add blue. So I'll have like a, hopefully purple will come out of one and orange will come out of the other. Unless I do, let's see it. I do, no, but not purple because that's blue and red. I'm really doing well today. I really need to finish my coffee before I do videos. But yes, I'm going to do yellows in both. Then one will be yellow and blue. It will be green inside, hopefully. And one will have orange inside, hopefully, allegedly. All right, so we're going to let these sit for a little second here, making sure that they're all absorbed. They really should sit in this bath for, half hour, 20 minutes, whatever, around thereabouts, but I'm too anxious. But I am going to put the heat on, let's see here, on a very low, because I have not boiled the water yet. I mean, you don't boil it. I haven't heated the water yet. So let's see, I'm putting them on my stove the way it works, on the level 2, just to bring this up to a little bit of heat. I also did add, I'll show you, I did add some citric acid also in the liter of hot tap water, and about a tablespoon, maybe less than a table. I don't know. I didn't really measure, didn't pay attention to the yellow. But this is, not safety yellow. This is, I'm looking. I'm not finding, Brilliant Yellow by Dharma. And I really should wait, but I'm going to just do it. And we're just going to pour it. I'm trying to get it to hit at least the top of everything. That was harder than I thought. All right, I'm going to add a little water just to rinse this. Add that in. And do the same for the other. Here's another one. We're going to do the same here. Yes, I'm making lots of yarn. Oh, by the way, this is, did I say this was Nomad's Marshmallow DK? Nomad being the brand. and Marshmallow DK being the style. Oh, I do see powder. I didn't mix it, but then I had to add more. Hold on here. I spilt it in the sink and I had to add a little more yellow and I didn't stir it, I guess, afterwards. Like I said, it's early. Okay, so we're gonna squish these in a sec. Let me get this in the sink. So as these are heating up, I'm gonna get my hands in here. I'm not gonna squish them too much because I want a lot of the white. I'm just lightly squishing down on them. And these strike real fast because, like I said, I soaked them in an citric acid bath and also added citric acid to the dye mix. So it's hard to tell with yellow, but I'm going to say these probably are, this water might be almost near clear. But I don't want the entire hank to be yellow. I want it to be partially yellow, the inside to be plain, and then we're going to let these sit, get the water up to just before boiling, you know, turn it off, and then flip them and put the other colors on the other side, and then bring it back up to a heat, and then let them sit for the rest of the day. All right, cool. Let me take these off. I'm going to put lids on them, clean up the damn mess I made. Holy dooly, I am such a slob. Sorry for the pinging. Metal on metal is a little noisy, especially when it echoes. But yeah, we're going to let these sit for a little bit, warm up. I'll check them, and then I'll come back to you when I am ready to flip them. Alrighty, I'm back. Hung out all the other hanks outside. It's gorgeous out. And I also mixed the red and the blue. And just to show you that it's smart to wear gloves, because otherwise your hands look like this for a few days. And my sink looks like the 4th of July. All right, here we go. This is the yellow on this side. Sorry for the loud pinging noise. I didn't turn the heat down. I just let it go. And wow, that's a yellow. All right, so what we're going to do now is turn them over. Most of the yellow is gone, but that's all right. We don't care if there's a little bit of yellow in the bath because we're trying to create 3 colors out of the 2. So all right, got those flipped. Yes, I'm in my pajamas because it's still morning. Oh, I just got it dropped in my eye. That wasn't good. My eye. Yeah, wear protective gear when you're doing this stuff because accidents happen. That's why they call them accidents. I'm really excited. Oh my gosh, if I have a if I can, I'll drop a picture of what's hanging outside. They look gorgeous. So super happy about it. All right, what I did do with the dye solution, the red and the blue, is I did add more citric acid. I know I'm like citric acid way too much here, but I wanted this to actually, really shock the yarn. So here we go. We're going to do red on this side. This is Fire Engine Red by Dharma. As of now, I'm using all Dharma colors. But I also use my dye beforehand was Jacquard. And then I'm going to get that other, try that other dye, begins with the P. I can't think of it right now. Can't think of much right now. All right. It's an awful lot in the middle there. Hold on. Okay, so that's our red. I'm not going to stick my hands in because I don't want to transfer, and I will forget and put my hands in one and then the other, and then I'll end up with purple, and I'm not trying to get purple out of these. This one hopefully will end up being red, yellow, and orange. We'll see. Let me put this in the sink. And then the next color, if you can hear me, is blue. Blue is a real pain. Well, red's kind of bad too, but turquoises and blues, they don't, I don't know. They're a pain in the butt. Red is a pain in the butt, the color, for any kind of painting and pigmentation. Like if you paint your house red, man, you're going to have a lot of fun if you want to change that color. Because it'll peek through coats and coats. Let me get some little more water. My tap water comes out pretty darn hot. Also, too, I didn't mention this in the other videos, but I have well water. So, oh, hold on. I have well water, so well water it can have an effect on the dye. Because of all the stuff, I don't have like I have a filter, but it's probably not as good as what it should be. We don't drink the water here. We drink, you know, I have an actual water. I have 2 water coolers in the house that we use for drinking and whatnot and cooking. But that could affect the consistency of the dye. If you're dyeing and trying to completely reproduce something. You know, those little things don't seem like much, but could affect the color. All right, so the heat is still on. I have it on really low. As you see, there's no bubbling here. So I think I've figured out the temperature. Since I'm doing this on my stove, I don't have a inductor, whatever they call those. And I think it's called an inductor, electric heater, that you could have more control over the heat of your stuff, but I don't have one of those, and I don't plan on getting one. But what's cool is with these big pots, and even a smaller pot, but with this process of dyeing it in the hank, instead of dyeing 2 or 3 hanks, I'm able to dye 6 per pot. So right here, you're looking at 12 hanks of yarn. And if I am dyeing enough, you know, to make a project and need enough, I would be able to dye an entire, you know, enough yarn for a project in here. So I'm really, really happy about that. I love the way the other ones came out. I hope I dropped a picture. I love the way the other ones worked up, and I'm really excited about this. So what I'm going to do now, instead of continuing babbling on, I need my coffee, is I'm going to put the lids on this and get about my day. And then I'm going to let this sit for a little bit and then turn the heat completely off and then let them sit and then take the lids off and let them cool. Like I mentioned in the other video, you don't want to change the temperature drastically when you're dealing with wool. That's unless you want to. You want to intentionally do that. When I'm dyeing dreadlocks or wet felting and things like that, then I do shock the wool, and that'll make it felt up better. So when you're dyeing yarn, you don't want to do that. So I want to get these down to a temperature that I'm comfortable with rinsing them out in that same temperature when I wash them. All right, babble, babble, babble. Hang in there. I'll be back. So just a quick update. What I did do is with my dad's spatula, his camping spatula, I did squish down a little bit. There's still some blue in there, but I squished down on all the hanks a little bit, and I squished a little bit more in the center ones because the outer ones are getting a lot more amount of water and dye, where the middle ones might not. So there's not much blue left in here, but there is some. So I want to just make sure that they're somewhat saturated, but I let it sit for a bit prior to doing that. And I did the same I should clean the thing here, but I did the same here. But even when I was squishing this, I noticed that most of the red is already been absorbed. So I think what I'm going to do in here, because there's really not much red in here. I think what I might do is add a little more of a red dye solution in this side, because like I said, if you look, you can see it doesn't go very deep. It struck so much that maybe next time I won't put citric acid in the bath itself, but I'm going to make more red, put a little bit more on top without the citric acid, and then squish it down just to get a little more concentration of red in there. All right, I just want to let you know what I'm doing. All right, so full transparency, I did the same with the blue. I added more blue and then squished it down to try to penetrate more of the blue into the inside of the hank. So we'll see. There might be a lot less yellow. There might be no yellow left. I don't know, but I think it'll still be pretty, so I'm not worried about it. I am going to take you off of the tripod, and this is going to take a few hours. So when I see you next, I'll probably have already rinsed them out, and I'll show you the hanks while they're wet. All righty. I hope I'm filming this the proper way. You might be upside down, but I don't think it matters. Oh my goodness. These are wet, and I haven't even taken them out of their hanks yet. But look at how gorgeous. Makes me think of Marco-licious, right, Dee? If you're watching, Dee, show this to Mark. Look at it. I have his fire inferno. Oh my gosh. This is nicer than I had hoped. I was worried about not having yellow, and also worried that there'd be too much white in the middle. See what happens when you worry? Everything turns out. But, oops, sorry about that. These are amazing. My gosh. Look at them. So there's 6. I'm really excited to see what the blue ones look like now. Right? All right, I'm going to put you on hold, rinse out the blue. I got to hang these out. And yeah, super, super excited about this. Let's hold this like that, because I think that would be a nice screenshot. Thumbnail. Let's do a thumbnail. I'm just holding it for a second so it's a thumbnail. I'm such a jerk. All right. They do the blue ones. All right, so Lepithecus is helping. And oh my goodness, look at these. Gorgeous. I will say that this particular colorway was a real pain to rinse out. And I think I figured out why, but I'm not sure, so I'm not going to say it in case I'm wrong. And then I will try it with the next and see if it does it again, and then I'll tell you. Yeah, these are gorgeous. These are beautiful. There's a little bit of white, not much, but I'm anxious to get these out. I got the other ones already ready to go outside. But I'm going to open these up. One of the Inferno ones got a little tangled. So I'm hoping that when it dries, it's not bad, but I hope I can get it untangled. Anyway, I will try to do a little video of them all hanging outside once I get that done. And we will talk to you soon. See you next time. Bye-bye for now. Alrighty, we are outside. This is the hank I started at 5 a.m. It is chartreuse and safety orange. And where they met became kind of a brown. Yeah, look at my hands. My son said, wear gloves, Mom. Look at that. I have to go somewhere with blue fingernails. Anyway, that's, yeah, where those two colors met became like it got, it turned a little brown, but that's cool because that's very autumn. And then wait till you see these guys. Oh my gosh. Right? How gorgeous. 6 of those, and then, oh my heaven, you know, sometimes I'll make a hank hank of yarn and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's my favorite. But I have to say that I'm really loving this. This was just yellow and blue. Came out to that. And there is some, white areas, but not much. So I'm kind of happy that that turned out that way. It's less of a contrast. But yeah, these are amazingly beautiful. I'm super, super happy with them. And I just got to go in the house now and find another rack so I can hang them on the rack, because I can't leave them on the railing like this because they'll blow off or something, because they're just draped over. But yeah, I'm really happy with these, and I'll show them to you. Maybe I'll do the thumbnail of when they're dry. All right, now I'm really saying bye-bye for now. Have a yarnalicious day.